Hello students, in the previous videos we have discussed about the different types of mirrors, and then we draw the ray diagrams for concave mirrors and convex mirrors. Now today we will move on to the next important topic, that is sign convention of the different mirrors, that is convex mirrors and concave mirrors. So in the case of concave mirrors and convex mirrors, one very important point is there, or one very important topic is there, that is numerical problems about the mirrors. And here we will get the different types of numerical problems about concave mirrors and convex mirrors. So before going to these numerical problems, we need to understand the sign convention, which is very important. So before going to the sign convention, we need to know some terms. These are very important terms. That is, one is the image or object distance. The first one we will discuss about the object distance, which is marked with u. Okay, you need to remember one thing, that is object distance is always u. The sign or the symbol of this object distance is u. Another one is their image distance, that is marked with v. And another one is their focal length, and this is marked as small f. So these are the three different symbols, u, v and f. These are the three very important symbols, because based on these three ones only we'll be going to do all the numerical problems. Okay, so first we need to know what is object distance. Consider I have an object, consider I have taken this one second. Consider we have taken this pencil here. So we will place the pencil here, consider somewhere here or anywhere. So this is the pencil, and this is the length or the distance of the object from the mirror. So here we have the mirror, and this is the distance here over here, it is here, and this distance is nothing but object distance. The distance of the object from the mirror is known as object distance, which is marked with u. Okay, and then what is image distance? So the distance of the image from the mirror is known as image distance. Consider that here the image is formed here, over here or anywhere. So the distance from the object to the mirror, or the distance from the mirror to the object, is this distance is known as image distance, which is marked with this v. And for this focal length, that we already learned, that the distance from this principal focus to the mirror is known as, this length is known as the focal length of the mirror. So these are the three terms. Now we will move to this sign convention. So what is sign convention? Before going to that, we need to know about Cartesian plane. So in your general mathematics, you know this one very much. You are familiar with this concept. There is Cartesian plane, there is x and x dash and y1. Two axes are there, x axis and y axis, and in the center we have the origin. So on the left hand, on the right hand side, this x axis, on the right hand side we have this x, and on the left hand side of this center we have the x dash. So towards the x dash, any point will be marked with negative, and towards the right any point will be marked with positive. Similarly, on top of that y axis, so above anything towards this y will be positive, and down towards the y dash will be negative. So this is all about Cartesian plane. You are familiar with this in your general mathematics. Okay, so similar things we can apply here. So if you consider this mirror as y or y axis, so here you consider we have this y, and here we will have this y dash. Just consider, so if we consider this line as a y axis and this principal axis as x axis, consider here this is x and x dash, and this pole as the center or origin. Then similar thing it is here, and this anything towards this side will be positive, and anything towards this side will be negative, or similarly anything towards the upward will be positive, and anything towards down will be negative. Consider we have an object here. Just consider we have object here. So this distance is known as what? As I have already told, this is the object distance, which is u. Okay, so this length is u. So you see which side it is. From the center it is towards the x axis, so it will be minus u. So the value will be minus u. If it is 10 centimeter or 20 centimeter, that will be minus 20 centimeter. We have to write it like minus 20 centimeter, minus 10 centimeter. Similarly, if an image forms here, consider this distance is known as b, image distance. Object cannot be placed behind the mirror, so image can be found behind the mirror, but object will always be placed in front of the mirror. So object, you remember one thing, object distance will always be negative in the case of concave and convex, both the cases, because it will be placed always in front of the mirror. Okay, so this is v. So this is the image distance, because consider this is the image a dash b dash. Okay, so this side is, consider this p is our origin, so it is on the right hand side towards x, not x dash, on the x, so it will be, this b will be positive. So if it is 10 centimeter or 5 centimeter from the mirror, it will be 5 plus 5 centimeter or minus or plus 10 centimeter from the mirror. Okay, similarly, if a height of this object, consider this, it is towards this side, this height, consider it is 5 centimeter, so it is towards the x-axis. So as in this case, you can see it is towards this point, so it will be plus 5 centimeter. If an image forms here, consider, so it is downward, so height of the image will be towards this x y dash, so it will be minus 5 centimeter or minus 10 centimeter, whatever it will be, so it will be negative. So this is in case of concave mirror. In the concave mirror, if anything towards this side will be negative, towards the x-axis, x dash, it will be negative, towards x it will be positive, towards y it will be negative, positive, and towards y dash it will be negative. So I hope it is clear. If you have any confusion, you can ask me. Okay, or you can rewatch the video to clear your doubts. Okay, so next we will move to this concave mirror. Okay, so here we have, sorry, convex mirror. Here we have the convex mirror. So this is convex mirror. Okay, so as we know that in the convex mirrors, this focal length and this principal focus and the center of curvature is always towards the right. Okay, so if object will be placed here. Okay, so object, sorry, extremely sorry for that. Okay, the object will be placed in front of the mirror. It cannot be placed behind the mirror, because this is not the reflecting surface. The reflecting surface is on this side, so it will be in front of the mirror. So similarly here also x dash, y and y dash, and this is the center, this origin or center. So this distance, the distance from the the mirror to the object is known as object distance, which is marked with u. So it will always be negative because it is on the x dash side. Okay, so here it is, we have this y and y dash. Okay, this is our x and x dash. Okay. So if the image forms here, consider, or anywhere, so this distance is known as b. Okay, so the b will be positive because it is on the x side, so it will be positive. It may be 20, 30, any value it may be, so it will be always on the, it will always be positive, means positive if it lies on the right hand side or towards this x side. Okay, so if the object is in this, like this, so it will be height of the object will be, height of the image will be positive, and height of the image will also be, height of the object will also be positive if it is like that, and if the object is like that also, it is positive. And if the image forms here, or image forms here anywhere, so it is towards the y dash, so it will be negative. Okay. Very simple. So towards, if the object is like that, if it is a virtual and erect, if the image is virtual and erect, it will be positive, and the image is real and inverted, it will be negative. Okay, so it's all about convex mirror, and we have already learned about the concave mirror. So these two are very simple, very easy. So you just need to apply the things in Cartesian plane. If you forget this one, you just in the exam or in any place, you just make one simple Cartesian plane and just consider these mirrors as Cartesian planes, y dash, x dash, y dash, x dash, and simply you can get your this positive or negative. You will not be confused in the positive and negative signs. Okay, now next we will move